All leads are not created equal, and this is very true. The leads that are best are obviously the ones that come in, the ones that turn into appointments, and the ones that turn it into revenue. And LSA is such a good way to drive appointments that turn into revenue. We do this for a lot of different companies. LSA stands for local service ads. So if you're a local service business, home service, roofing, plumber, HVAC, then you should be running some sort of LSA. It is Google guaranteed, means Google is actually guaranteeing your work to up to about $2,000. So they take it very seriously, and so should you. And that's why your audience, the people that are coming through, take it very seriously. They are more willing to trust that Google guaranteed than almost any other form of advertisement that you can do through search. It is the first thing that shows up on the searches, and I'm just going to show you right now. So yesterday I figured out that my leak pan up in my attic had like 5 gallons of water. So like very close to like a really bad situation. We would not be doing this here today if that had happened. Overflowed, HVAC'd it out. HVAC, like vacuum sucked it out. Obviously not an HVAC guy. So if that had happened, the first thing I'd have done is gone to Google and search for plumbers near me, plumber companies near me, something to that effect. These guys right here, this is your LSA, Google guaranteed. It shows up number 1 on all the search results. Number 2 is going to be Google Ads, right? Number 3 is going to be your GMB, your map pack, all this. And then number 4 is SEO. And this is kind of how it all ranks out. So the pay to play at the very top, and then anything after that is mostly going to be organic, although you can run GMB ads if you'd like. Any kind of big home service company or healthy home service company should be trying to take up as much real estate as possible on this search results. So you should have your LSA here, your Google Ads here, your GMB here, and then your SEO below here, so that when someone comes through searches, they're most likely going to click on your ad. Shameless plug, that's what we do. Moving on. So this is LSA. Again, it shows up as the first search result. So you want to be hitting this early. The one thing that's going to separate LSA than most other paid advertisement, it is not pay per click, it is pay per lead, which means in order for you to be charged for that, there's an action that has to be taken, whether it is a phone call or booked an appointment or a message, right? So ultimately, that's what Google wants to see, is some sort of action being taken, and then they charge you for that. And I'm just gonna keep going on. So if you are wanting to run LSA, the first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is go do some market research. Take your service, HVAC companies near me, here we go. Companies near me, and go do some market research. Let's just see what companies are showing up. Something I just want to point out right here real quick is this little 30 reviews company is crushing this 1.7, 1,700 reviews, is crushing all these people over here. Look at 4,000 reviews. How are they getting there at the top? We're going to answer that here shortly. And so like you can absolutely go win. So like this is what I would do. Click the more HVAC pros right here. And then you can see everyone that's showing up, and let's just look at what they're doing, right? This is what they've got. These are the services that they're going after. We can check somebody else. What kind of services are you going after? Let's go check your reviews, right? And we can scroll down here and just see what kind of reviews they've got going on, photos, etc. So we'll talk about reviews here in a second. That's going to be a really big point to all of this. But this is one of the first things that I'm doing. When you guys sign up with us, we're going to look at all these other companies. What are they doing? How many reviews do they have? What kind of services they're going into? If you're a brand new company going to LSA, literally never run anything, I'd really highly suggest staying away from those big ticket items, right? So everybody is going to be going after installs. Right, that is the main thing HVAC companies want. They want the big installs, replacements, things like that. Find something small, right? Like installing a thermostat. Just take that and go like run ads behind it because you want to get traction. That'll really help you get started. Focus on one thing, get information in there, and get out. So that's what LSA is. Who should be running it? Almost everybody. I think that there are some arguments that if you're doing less than 30K a month in revenue, that you can maybe just go after aggregators and pay for that lead. It's going to be a little bit more work. A bunch of people are going to get that lead. You're just putting money in, trying to get money out. But once you get past that, you should be running LSA. And there's definitely tiers and about how much money you should be putting out. I think 30K is kind of like that breaking point. Like if you're doing basically, pretty close to $500,000 a year, you should be running some sort of LSA campaign.